This right here is why people stay broke. Suze Orman just went off calling the entire life insurance industry and a whole life policy an entire scam. And she laughs at anyone selling to the friends and family and butchering Index Universal Life like it doesn't even deserve to exist. And she said, permanent life, whole life insurance is garbage. She told people to cancel the policy. She even gave them a strategy to find a way to smartly dump your whole life or permanent life insurance policies. And if you've ever been confused about life insurance or been sold something you don't fully understand, this episode is going to hit because I just don't disagree with her. I actually agree with a few things she actually said. So let's listen to this podcast and break it down.
So now I'm going to transition to a question that I'm sure many people don't know the answer to. And this woman says, my brother is trying to sell me a whole life insurance policy. How do I know if I need this? And guess what? She's her age, so I can't provide further information.
I always laugh at that because why is it that always when a relative gets into the insurance business, they start with selling an insurance policy to their own relatives? Here's the thing, everybody, and please listen to me closely. Insurance was never meant to be a permanent need. It was never meant to be there for your whole life. It was only meant to be there during your younger years when if something happened to you, that those who were financially dependent on you before you had a chance to build up any wealth whatsoever, they would be financially devastated. So whole life insurance or variable life insurance or universal life insurance or this new universal index life insurance that everybody is being sold right now are probably my top 4 hate investments that I have. I don't like them. I've never liked them and I'm never going to like them. Because do you think that there is an insurance company out there that's going to pay you $100,000 death benefit if you haven't paid them over the years at least $300,000 or $400,000 so that they can make money off of you? I don't think so. So therefore, if you need insurance, the only type of insurance that I would personally be getting would be term insurance, which is good for a specific period of time, a term. It could be 1 year, or it could be 5 years, or 10 years, or 20 years, or even 30 years. And depending on the term that you choose, the premium is level for all of that period, that term. Because you are not expected to die with term insurance, it's only supposed to be there during your younger years, maybe up until your 60s. It's not that expensive. If you were in your 40s, you could probably get $1 million policy right now if you were in good health for 30 or 40 bucks. I bet your whole life insurance policy is 10 times that amount of money.
Such a good point. You know what else is a good point? The fact that most people scroll through life getting advice from people that talk about they're a guru, but they got no receipts. I'm Matt Sapaula, Marine Corps veteran, entrepreneur, and founder of the 7 Figure Squad YouTube channel and a podcast called Just Earn It. Faith, finances, family, legacy, and we cut through the fluff. We talk about the stuff that actually matters. Real conversations with leaders, investors, protectors, creators, and builders. If you're tired of recycled advice and you're ready for conviction, for clarity, and for cash flow, connect with me on Connect. I take your questions personally and answer them personally. So don't just watch content, get in the conversation. Connect with me today. And now, back to the conversation.
So number 1, you don't want a whole life insurance policy. Number 2, you only need insurance, and answering your question, if somebody would suffer a financial loss if you died. If something happened to you like that, if nobody is dependent on you, you're a single woman, you don't have children, your parents are fine, you don't need insurance. If you happen to have whole life, universal or variable life insurance, do not go and cancel it right now. You first go and get a term insurance policy in place. After it's in place and it's all signed, sealed, and delivered, then you can cancel your whole life, universal or variable life if you happen to have one. Chances are You will have paid more in premiums than the cash value is worth. So don't worry about taxes. Don't care that your life insurance agent is saying, no, please don't do this. You're wasting money. Do you know that the highest commission ticket item out there is whole life, universal, or variable life insurance policy? It is probable that your life insurance agent made 80 to 95% of your first year premium in commissions alone. Best place, in my opinion, to get a quote for term insurance is go to selectquote.com. They'll give you 5 quotes, and whichever one is the cheapest, that's the one you take. Sorry for that long answer, but that was important.
All right, so let's unpack that. Suze is not holding back. I mean, she just lit up the whole entire life insurance industry. You know what hit the hardest, though, is she said it's hilarious when people sell life insurance to friends and family. Now that hurts me the most because my life changed because a friend or a family member had enough courage to approach me, and it absolutely has changed my life. It's changed my generation's life. 26 years now I've been in this business. And I'm thankful and grateful that a friend or a family member introduced me to this world of financial literacy and life insurance. And I've sold life insurance to friends. I've sold life insurance to my family. I've protected my own family. And so let me be clear. There's nothing shady about wanting to protect the people that you love and care about the most. And every business starts local. I mean, Apple started in a garage. So selling to friends and family isn't unethical as she alludes it to be. It's responsible when it's done with integrity. Now, to her point, life insurance is never meant to be for your whole life. Well, Suze says that life insurance was never meant to be for your whole life. Now, that's like saying homes are never meant to grow in valleys, just there for shelter. Or money is not there to grow, it's just to spend. Now, the truth is, life insurance has been used for generational wealth, tax-efficient income, and private banking for over 100 plus years. In fact, the life insurance industry in America started in 1759, long before even our country was established in 1776. So life insurance is just not about dying, it's about protecting, harvesting, preserving, and making sure you have money while you are alive. And she completely ignores the living benefits built into today's modern policies. I mean, you can access the death benefit while you're alive if you suffer and survive cancer, heart attack, stroke, dealing with some disabilities you just can't get around anymore, or for some of you who are facing critical illness. Now, term insurance doesn't do that. Whole life and permanent life insurance policies do. And now, listen, I'm not talking about variable life insurance. That's an investment. That's a specific security. I'm not discussing that. This isn't about that conversation. I'm not suggesting anybody purchase variable life insurance or any life insurance for that matter. You got to figure out what's best for your needs based on the circumstances you're individually going through in your life. Because life insurance, when designed correctly, could be absolutely generationally game-changing. Now, this ain't theory. I've seen this for 26 years. I've watched people survive tragedy because of it. And you know what's really wild? Suze has admitted publicly that even her own mother needed long-term care. And guess what she didn't have? She didn't have a policy. Guess who does? I do. Guess who also does? A majority of the clients who have the honor to work together with on a daily basis. See, my mom is living in a senior living facility. Active, supported. She's probably the most busiest retiree I know. And she's more importantly cared for. And she's right there alongside my dad. They're living the best life possible in the golden years of their life. Why? Because I just didn't talk about financial protection. We actually did it. I use it for the people I love the most. And to the point, only the agent makes money. Well, that's either a lie or lazy overgeneralization. Because the policies that we design, the people that structure, the insurance agents that have the proper training, that structure these policies, when I'm not saying every agent does either, but the policies we design, we overfund. We make sure we blend term. We make sure we lower commissions to make sure it's the best use for the client in the growth of the cash value. And some clients have 70 and 90% cash value in year one. So no, I don't make, our guys don't make 85% selling these type of policies when they're funding it for a retirement planning type of strategy. In fact, we make less. Why? Because we're building a strategy, not sales. So if your agents make out there banging out 85% of your policy, well, you don't need to cancel the policy. You just need to cancel that agent. And to her point of saying, in order for you to get $100,000 back, you need to pay to an insurance company $300,000 to $400,000. That's not life insurance. That's a badly designed contract, plain and simple. In a properly structured policy designed for retirement planning strategies, you can pay $5,000 to $10,000 a year and make sure you receive $250,000, $500,000, or $1 million in protection day one. Of course, it depends on your age and the underwriting status of what you qualify for. Obviously, these are best for people that are healthy. Now, this isn't about losing money. It's about storing it. It's about leveraging it. It's about making sure that it's tax efficient as possible. Now, let me show you something that Suze hasn't seen. I visited a major life insurance company, many of them, and I've been inside their vault. One in particular, we're there about 2 months ago, and they had a locked cabinet that said COLI, corporate-owned life insurance. So that's where banks and Fortune 500 companies store their long-term safe cash. Inside, yes, permanent life insurance policy owned by who? Either the bank or the corporation. And if this strategy is a scam, then why billion-dollar institutions locking it up behind vaults and making sure that they are in force? But to be fair, Suze is not completely wrong. Too many agents are out there pitching products they don't understand. Today's insurance agent can simply get on TikTok or Instagram, have 6 months of experience, a year experience, and say something totally hellacious and incorrect. And that puts a bad burn on everybody inside the life insurance industry. And worse, this agent that may be new, that may be a very good marketer, doesn't have any experience. And worse, they don't even work with a local mentor or a manager to make sure that they're doing right. Sadly, that is a downside of the entire life insurance industry. More agents today need mentorship to make sure they're not messing around with other people's finances and retirement plans, because they're messing with somebody's grandma, somebody's mother, somebody's father, somebody's aunt, uncle, etc. And they're doing it because they are greedy in their own commissions without working together with a certified field trainer or a manager, a local leader, or a mentor to make sure the first 5, 10, 15, 20, 50, 100 policies are done the right, correct, compliant, legal, and suitable way. But bottom line, that doesn't mean you trash the strategy. It means we need to teach clarity, we need to teach structure, and we need to make sure we teach, more importantly, integrity throughout the insurance industry. Now, Suze Orman calls life insurance a scam, but she's stuck in critiquing policies that hasn't evolved since the 1980s. Today, the tools are better. Today, the design is smarter. Today, the mission is even more real because there's a retirement crisis out there. And the fact that more people today don't own life insurance, that is a crisis that is affecting not only a generation, but for generations. I mean, think about it. For those of you watching, for the average person watching my YouTube channel, how much more differently would your life be if a family member put away in a trust fund $100,000, $200,000 that you didn't know about? That when you graduated high school, you graduated college, an inheritance came your way to give you a financial head start in life. Because see, that's what wealthy families do. And how do a lot of them use it? Through permanent, whole life, universal life, index universal life insurance policies. Even second to die policies. Estate planning, wealth transfer strategies that no stock, bond, and mutual fund can have a comparison in terms of comparing from day one what a life insurance policy can do. So we don't do hype, we do strategy. And that's why we help a lot of our clients and people that watch our YouTube channel, whether you're a client of us or not, encourage them to help them keep the keys. So like, comment, subscribe, drop your thoughts below. And has anyone ever told you that life insurance was a scam? Let's talk about it. Because Suze Orman may have a platform, but we have the big picture. Until we meet again, continue to live smart, continue to love smart, and be money smart today.